50 things from the 1980s kids today will never experience. The 80s were an era of daring adventures, crazy inventions, and moments unlike any other. Have you ever told anyone about those times you almost broke your teeth because of brakeless roller skates, or the extreme joy of snatching a turn at a crowded arcade machine? Let's rewind time to discover memories that only those who grew up in the 80s can truly understand. Playing arcade games. The pounding sounds, the flashing lights from dozens of active machines, creating an exciting, thrilling atmosphere, were common sights in 1980s malls. Back then, there were no modern smartphones or powerful gaming consoles in your pocket. All the fun came from joysticks and physical buttons. You would engross yourself in conquering classic games like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, or Space Invaders. If you won, you could trade them for cute stickers or small toys, bringing them home as a proud trophy. Sending handwritten letters. Kids back then had pen pals, often people very far away, and they spent hours meticulously writing long letters. In them, they exchanged daily stories, shared their deepest secrets, or even included doodles full of affection. The feeling of waiting for a reply letter was truly suspenseful and indescribable. To make each letter special, children carefully chose eye-catching stationery, cute stickers, and colorful stamps to add a personal touch to their letters. Waiting for favorite TV shows. Waiting for a favorite TV show was a weekly habit. Each show aired at a single fixed time every week. The whole family and friends would gather around the TV, eagerly awaiting the latest episodes of their favorite series. Everyone watched at the same time, so there was no spoiling the fun. If you accidentally missed an episode, it was truly a shame. You would have to rely on reruns or hope a friend had recorded the show on VHS tape to catch up. Neon clothes. The 80s were a bold, colorful, and uninhibited decade. That's why neon clothes appeared everywhere, from streets to shopping malls, from gyms to parties. Vibrant colors like bright pink, dazzling green, fiery orange, and lemon yellow brightened up wardrobes, making every outfit stand out and impossible to ignore. Anyone who wanted to keep up with the fashion trends of that decade had to own at least one neon item. It was a way to express individuality, confidence, and the optimistic spirit of a young, energetic generation. Using payphones. Before smartphones became indispensable, 80s kids had another way to stay in touch on the go. Payphones. These phones were often placed on busy street corners or in shopping malls, easily visible and accessible. Payphones were like a lifeline in necessary situations, connecting you to the outside world. However, privacy when talking on a payphone was a luxury back then. Curious passers-by could easily eavesdrop on your conversations, creating awkward and funny situations. Do you remember the last time you used a public phone? Let us know in the comments. Big hair. The golden rule for hair was, the bigger, the better. Voluminous hair dominated everywhere, from proms to schools. Bangs were often teased sky-high, combined with multiple layers of strong hairspray to hold their shape, creating a truly impressive look. Large perms were also very popular, adding volume and grandeur to the hair. Whether you were going to school, attending a wild concert, or a formal prom, big hair was always a crucial, indispensable part of the decade's bold aesthetic. Slap bracelets. Few accessories brought as much delight and surprise as slap bracelets. Made from a flexible metal strip encased in colorful fabric, these bracelets would straighten out until you slapped them against your wrist, where they would automatically curl up and fit snugly. The feeling of the metal piece wrapping around your wrist was a unique and fun experience. They came in countless designs, patterns, and colors, making them highly popular collectibles among children. Slap bracelets became so popular that many schools even had to ban them because they caused significant distraction in classrooms, with continuous slapping sounds. Reading print encyclopedias for homework. Before the internet boom, print encyclopedias were an invaluable resource for every school project. Doing homework back then wasn't about typing a few keywords into a search bar. Instead, you had to patiently flip through thick books, searching for information alphabetically or through a detailed table of contents. The feeling of turning each page, sometimes even smelling the old paper, was part of the learning process. Encyclopedia sets were often prominently placed in the family living room, for easy access to knowledge. Sliding on floors and socks. Thanks to the classic movie Risky Business and Tom Cruise's stylish performance, every 80s kid tried at least once to recreate the scene of sliding on wooden floors and socks. It was an impromptu and seemingly cool action, a way to imitate the character's swagger in the movie. You'd wear your dad's shirt, turn up the music as loud as possible, then run and slide across the slippery floor, enjoying the feeling of freedom and speed. And even if you ended up crashing into furniture or falling hilariously, it was totally worth the laughter and fun it brought. Playing physical toys. You would create epic heroic battles, dramatic rescues, or imaginative stories with your dolls. There were no complex buttons, just rolling dice, moving game pieces, and strategizing to conquer the board. Laughter, happy arguments, and healthy competition were what you would find during those board game nights, creating warm memories of family connection. Of all the games or objects mentioned, what do you remember most about your 80s childhood? Bubble tape gum. One of the most endless sources of fun during recess surely had to be bubble tape. With its iconic slogan, 6 feet of bubble gum for you, not them. Zerania bubble tape turned gum chewing into a fun and unique experience. Its special dispenser allowed you to pull out seemingly endless strips of gum, with unusual flavors that stimulated the taste buds. Kids back then enjoyed pulling out long pieces to share with friends or challenging themselves to see how much they could chew at once. Glowworms nightlight. For many 80s kids, glowworms were the perfect sleeping companion and a great source of comfort. These soft, lovable stuffed toys had faces that glowed gently when you pressed them, creating a pleasant, warm light for children afraid of the dark. The feeling of warmth and security that glowworms provided was priceless. Whether you hugged it tightly to sleep to ward off nighttime fears or used it as a tiny nightlight beside your bed, glowworms were always a cherished treasure of the 80s. Sometimes you'd even lose sleep without a glowworm beside you. Paper fortune tellers. Paper fortune tellers were a fun DIY game and one of the most popular during 80s school breaks. You would fold a piece of paper into a small, intricate device that could be opened and closed multiple times to reveal mysterious prophecies. With each opening, a question would be asked and an answer revealed, often humorous predictions like who you would marry, how many children you would have, or what your future would be like. Kids would decorate them with bright colors, funny drawings, and silly fortunes, turning every recess into a fortune-telling adventure full of laughter. Scratch and sniff stickers. Few things brought as much sensory delight and collecting joy as scratch and sniff stickers. From sweet fruit scents like strawberry and orange, to strange and surprising smells like hot pizza or fragrant popcorn, these stickers transformed notebooks and diaries into vivid sensory experiences. You just had to gently scratch the surface of the sticker, and a distinctive scent would spread, bringing extreme delight. Exchanging them with friends at school was a big deal. Whoever had the rarest or most uniquely scented stickers in their collection received a badge of honor among young people. Playing in the woods or fields without adult supervision. In the 1980s, a large part of children's fun also came from being free to play in the woods or large fields without adult supervision. It was an era where there were no smartphones or tablets for entertainment. All the fun came from interacting with nature and friends. Kids today might be surprised to learn that we used to spend hours building sturdy forts from branches and leaves, creating our own secret hiding places. We explored nature, climbed towering trees, and played folk games like hide and seek, or capture the flag until the sun set. What memory from this free outdoor playtime still stands out most to you? We'd love to hear your story. Jelly shoes. Do you remember these special shoes? Plastic, colorful, and sometimes a bit uncomfortable to wear, but jelly shoes were a staple of 80s fashion. Kids loved their translucent look and how they sparkled in the sunlight. They came in all bright colors, from neon pink to cobalt blue, and paired perfectly with vibrant neon socks or simply bare feet. Although the plastic material could cause some discomfort or sweating, their uniqueness and eye-catching appearance made them a must-have item in any stylish girl's shoe closet. Leg warmers. A direct product of the booming aerobics craze, leg warmers quickly transitioned from gym wear to an everyday fashion item, especially due to the influence of Jane Fonda's workout videos. They became an essential accessory in every wardrobe, whether you were exercising or just hanging out with friends. Leg warmers were worn over tight leggings, casual jeans, or even bare feet, adding a dynamic and personalized touch to any outfit. Using typewriters for projects. Recall a bulky machine with clacking keys, click-clack, every time you press them, creating a distinctive sound echoing in the space. Back then, there was no magical delete button to easily fix mistakes. You could only rely on correction tape to cover up misspelled words. Typing on a typewriter required precision, high concentration, and a bit of patience. Each key press inked onto the paper, creating a satisfying rhythm and a sense of accomplishment. Kids spent hours drafting essays and reports, feeling proud as each page gradually filled with their own words. Mall culture. In the 80s, the mall was the ideal space for teenage fun. From brightly neon-lit stores to noisy arcade game corners, malls were the decade's social hub. It was where relationships were built, stories were shared, and memories were made. Every weekend, hundreds of young people flocked here, creating a bustling, lively atmosphere that truly reflected the spirit of a young and energetic generation. Riding bikes freely around the neighborhood. After school or on weekends, friends would gather, hop on their bikes, and ride around the neighborhood without adults supervising their every move. There was no GPS to guide them, no helmets to protect them, just the wind in their hair and the sound of wheels turning steadily on the pavement. Kids explored their territory, creating spontaneous adventures without a specific destination. Communication was also simple, just shouts or quick hand signals. If a friend's house appeared, you'd drop by unannounced, and an instant party or game would begin. Sweet Valley High books. The Sweet Valley High book series was the ultimate teen drama in book form, a publishing phenomenon that captivated millions of young readers. These books followed the dramatic lives of twin sisters Jessica and Elizabeth Wakefield, two siblings with opposite personalities. Through the pages, readers explored romantic school crushes, fierce rivalries between girls, and countless exciting, sometimes troublesome adventures. Almost every teenager at the time had at least one Sweet Valley High book on their shelf. Going to the record store. This experience was like a treasure hunt that we were so excited about after every school day. Imagine stepping into a vast musical treasure trove. Rows of vinyl records and cassette tapes neatly arranged on shelves like an endless music library. Kids would spend hours flipping through album covers, checking out unique artwork, reading lyrics to learn more about the artist. The joy of finding the latest release from a favorite artist or accidentally discovering a masterpiece by a lesser-known artist was unparalleled. The E.T. craze. After the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial captured hearts globally in 1982, the world went crazy for E.T. The film's influence was immense, from cute E.T. stuffed toys to lunchboxes featuring the adorable alien, and especially Reese's Pieces candy, E.T.'s favorite snack. Everywhere, kids eagerly reenacted the famous moonlit bike flight scene, or repeated the iconic "phone home" line nonstop. Playing outside until dark. No screens to stare at, just wide open spaces and endless adventures awaiting. Imagine bikes zipping down the street at high speed, basketballs bouncing steadily on the court, and the resounding laughter of friends throughout the neighborhood. It was a symphony of childhood. Streetlights coming on were the familiar signal that it was time to go home, a common sign every 80s kid understood. Dirty knees, grass-stained clothes, and a radiant smile on your face were the badges of honor of a fun day of play. Using film cameras. Many years ago, kids didn't have the concept of instant selfies. They used film cameras like small magic boxes. When taking a photo, they couldn't see the results on a screen immediately. Instead, they had to patiently roll the film after each shot and wait for the magical moment when it was time to reveal the captured photos. After recording special memories, they would take the film rolls to photo stores for development. The excitement built up as they counted down the days waiting for the photos to be developed. No filters, no previews, just pure anticipation and the joy of seeing preserved moments. Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. The Cabbage Patch Kids craze swept through the 80s like wildfire, creating an unprecedented wave of excitement. These adorable, chubby-cheeked dolls, each with a unique name and adoption certificate, were a must-have toy of the decade. The dolls were family members, loved and cared for like real babies. Owning a Cabbage Patch Kid became a status symbol and a source of pride for every child, even leading to scenes of scrambling and pushing in stores during the holiday season. Koosh Ball. Koosh Ball was a simple toy that brought endless entertainment to 80s kids. Made of soft rubber strands, they were perfect for fidgeting, gentle tossing, or catching. Their unique texture and bright colors made them a must-have toy in the late 80s, loved for their versatility and fun design. Koosh Balls didn't require complex skills, just pure fun, a way to release energy and relax. Chia Pet. Chi Chi Chia. These clay figures with sprouting green hair were everywhere in the 80s, becoming a unique and fun decoration. Whether it was a funny sheep, a weird human face, or even E.T., growing a Chia Pet was bizarre yet very satisfying. You'd watch each tiny sprout grow, forming a lush green hairdo for the statue. It was both a decoration and a small science project, teaching children about plant growth in a fun way. Bonkers Candy. Bonkers Candy was a chewy, fruity candy with a burst of flavor in the middle, creating a unique taste experience. Bonkers ads were also over the top and shocking, featuring collapsing walls and wild reactions from eaters, making them a big hit. Although they were only on the market for a short time, Bonkers Candy left a lasting impression in the memories of those who tasted them. Troll dolls. These small figures with crazy, colorful hair became a huge success in the 80s, taking the toy world by storm. Kids collected them in all sizes and colors, often decorating their desks or backpacks with these quirky trolls. Whether for good luck, personal expression, or simply for fun, troll dolls were a whimsical but indispensable part of 80s childhood. They brought a bit of quirkiness and personality into daily life. School supplies. School life was where we once indulged our passion and creativity. Lisa Frank brought rainbows, mythical unicorns, and adorable dolphins into the classroom, making school hours colorful and magical. Her vibrant, sparkling, and super cute designs adorned folders, notebooks, and pencil cases, turning ordinary school supplies into portable works of art. Every child who owned Lisa Frank items felt like they were bringing a bit of magic and fun to school. Garbage Pail Kids cards. Horrifying, hilarious, and utterly addictive, Garbage Pail Kids cards were the anti-Cabbage Patch Kids version, a unique rebellion. Featuring characters like Atom Bomb with his exploding head and Leaky Lindsay with her runny nose, these collectible cards combined gruesome humor with clever and sometimes crude puns. They were a way for youth to express rebellion, step outside the norm, and find laughter in differences. Polaroid camera. In the 80s, the Polaroid camera was pure magic, a marvel of photo technology at the time. Just take a picture, you would hear the gentle whirring of the printer, and then the image would slowly emerge before your eyes, gradually sharpening second by second. The feeling of seeing your photo develop instantly was incredibly exciting and full of surprise. Whether it was capturing a warm family moment or a silly selfie with friends, Polaroid was always an instant success, bringing joy to everyone. The act of gently shaking the photo while it was developing was part of that fun and magic. Pogo Ball. Pogo Ball was a fun, balanced challenge that every 80s kid loved. You would stand on a round plastic base with a large rubber ball in the middle, then bounce around like a kangaroo. This game was not the easiest toy to master. It required good coordination and balance. But once you mastered it, you would feel unstoppable, freely bouncing through space. Pogo Ball brought active fun and a sense of accomplishment when conquering the challenge. Friendship pins. Friendship pins were cute little artworks made from colorful beads skillfully strung onto small safety pins. Kids would make them themselves or exchange them with friends as a sign of loyalty and strong friendship. These pins were often used to decorate shoelaces, making shoes more unique, or attached to backpacks expressing special relationships. Simple yet meaningful, they were a creative and sweet way to show care for someone in the 80s. Viewmaster. Viewmaster was like a small gateway to another world, a magical device that took you on 3D adventures. You would insert a round film reel into the slot, look through the dual lenses, and click the lever to advance through each image. These vivid 3D images could be from your favorite cartoons or famous landmarks around the world. It was a simple but magical way to explore, taking you to faraway places without having to leave your living room. Caboodles. Every 80s girl had one essential item, a caboodles. These pastel plastic organizers, originally inspired by fishing tackle boxes, became containers for everything from glitter makeup to stylish hair accessories. With clever compartments and convenient flip-out trays, they were stylish, practical, and absolutely essential for keeping your collection of scrunchies and glitter eyeshadow organized and easy to find. Women who loved beauty surely still remember this item, right? Watching VHS tapes. Kids' movie nights had a ritual that might sound strange today. They would go to video rental stores like Blockbuster, where shelves were filled with colorful VHS tapes stacked high. After choosing their desired movie, they would go home, insert the tape into the VCR, and press play. There was no fast-forwarding scenes or instant access to shows. You had to watch from beginning to end, and sometimes you even had to rewind the tape before returning it to the store to avoid late fees. The distinctive whirring sound of the VCR playing a tape, the static lines on the screen, all added to the special and memorable movie-watching experience of a bygone era. Hair crimpers. Straight hair? Not in the 80s. Hair crimpers transformed ordinary locks into distinctive zigzag waves, creating a bold and stylish look that matched the decade's vibrant energy. Combined with high-teased bangs and lots of hairspray, crimped hair was a hot style for school dances, lively concerts, and everyday outings. Crimpers helped girls enhance their confidence and personality, a way to express the sweet rebellion of youth. Oregon Trail computer game. Computer class in the 80s couldn't do without the game, the Oregon Trail. This educational game taught kids about the harsh life of pioneers as they migrated west, although most players just tried their best to avoid dying of dysentery or other illnesses. Hunting for food to sustain the party and crossing perilous rivers became serious challenges, making this pixelated journey an unforgettable part of childhood. Choose your own adventure books. Reading became more interactive than ever with the Choose Your Own Adventure book series. You weren't just reading a story, you controlled the narrative, making crucial decisions that led to completely different outcomes, sometimes triumphant success, sometimes unexpected disaster. These books were dramatic and unpredictable, giving children the feeling of owning their own epic stories. Each reread was a new adventure with different choices and endings, making you constantly want to explore all the story's turns. Atari 2600. Games like Pong with its simple ball shots, Frogger with the perilous frog crossing the road, and Space Invaders with attacking spaceships became instant classics. Although the graphics were very basic, just crude pixels, for 80s kids it was pure gaming magic. Each time the console was turned on, a new world opened up, offering unlimited hours of entertainment and adventure. Hacky sack. This small bean-filled ball challenged kids to keep it in the air using only their feet, employing dexterity and coordination skills. Whether you were playing alone to practice skills or joining a circle with friends, hacky sack was a test of coordination, patience, and pure 80s cool. The game was a way to show off skill and enjoy fun moments together. Trapper Keepers. With its vibrant design, secure Velcro closure, and ability to neatly hold all your homework and notebooks, it made you the envy of all your classmates. From unicorns flying over rainbows to impressive abstract neon patterns, choosing the perfect Trapper Keeper was a back-to-school ritual that every 80s kid loved. In the form of a folder, but it had more uses than you think. It was a part of your identity, helping you stand out from the crowd and bringing a sense of confidence to school. Boombox. These giant portable radios had the ability to play your favorite tunes wherever you went, turning any space into your own personal concert stage. Whether you were carrying it on your shoulder, strolling down the street with music blaring, or using it for an impromptu dance battle in the neighborhood. The boombox turned every gathering into a vibrant and energetic party. Where there was fun, there was a boombox, where music connected people. Waterbeds. In the 80s, bedrooms featured a strange item: waterbeds. These wavy, soft mattresses were considered the future of sleep and the pinnacle of luxury. Kids loved the novelty of bouncing and gliding on the water's surface, creating a floating sensation. A bed wasn't just a place to sleep, it was a unique experience, a large toy you could enjoy anytime. Reebok pump shoes. Reebok pumps were the hottest sneakers in the late 80s, a symbol of innovation in footwear. With a small inflatable button cleverly placed on the tongue, you could pump the shoes for a customized, perfectly snug fit. Although they were quite expensive, every kid who owned them felt like a basketball superstar, stylish and confident on the court. Reebok pumps were shoes that looked both high-tech and represented peak athletic style of that era. Candy cigarettes. Controversial but very popular, candy cigarettes were a mischievous way for kids to imitate adults. These chalky candies often had red tips to look like they were lit, creating a realistic illusion. Although they would not be accepted today due to health concerns and social impact, in the 80s they were a common playground item, bringing simple joy and a bit of a grown-up feeling to children. Using a Walkman. The 80s offered countless ways to express your personality. Many years ago, before compact music players in pockets, kids rocked the world with a Walkman. It was like a magical music friend, a compact cassette player that made music more portable and personal than ever. People would pop in their favorite cassette tapes, put on headphones, and stroll the streets in their own private concert. No Spotify, no Wi-Fi, just the rhythmic click-clack of the cassette tape spinning, creating a soundtrack for life. The Walkman went everywhere, to school, on the bus, and even while skateboarding. Fanny packs. Practical, convenient, and extremely fashionable, fanny packs were an indispensable accessory of the 80s. Worn around the waist, they held everything from favorite snacks to the latest cassette tapes, freeing your hands for more important things like playing arcade games or roller skating. These bags came in all colors and styles, from vibrant neon to unique patterns, helping you express your personality. Peach Pit lip gloss. Every 80s girl had a tube of Peach Pit lip gloss in her bag. With its sweet, fruity scent and glossy, plump finish, it was an essential beauty accessory. These small tubes of gloss were often shared among friends, making them a fashion item and an important social connector. Peach Pit lip gloss was captivating. It boosted the confidence of any girl who wanted to look prettier. Milk cartons with missing children's pictures. In the 80s, milk cartons became a stark reminder of real-world issues, with pictures of missing children printed on them to raise awareness. Although sad, these images were a common sight at many family breakfast tables, sparking conversations about child safety and community responsibility. Shrinky Dinks. Shrinky Dinks turned every child into a true artist in a magical and creative way. You would color special plastic sheets, cut them into desired shapes, and then bake them in the oven. The magic happened as you watched them curl up and shrink into small, hard, thicker charms, with bolder colors. It was an almost magical experience, a craft project that brought extreme surprise and joy when the finished product was complete. Sit and Spin toy. Sit and Spin was a dizzying but endlessly fun toy for children. Kids would sit on a round base, grasp the handles, and spin themselves into a whirlwind of cheerful laughter. It was simple, silly, and perfect for burning off energy on a rainy day when playing outside wasn't possible. The Sit and Spin game brought crisp laughter and carefree moments of childhood. Scratch-off lottery tickets. Even if you weren't a regular player, scratch-off lottery tickets were everywhere in the 80s. Adults loved the thrill of scratching off the silver coating to reveal a prize, hoping for unexpected luck. And children often enjoyed helping, also harboring a small hope of winning, even if it was just a small gift. It was part of a simple entertainment culture, a way to try your luck and dream big. Jolt Cola soft drink. Advertised with the powerful slogan, all the sugar and twice the caffeine, Jolt Cola became the soda of choice for 80s kids seeking an instant sugar and energy rush. Its rebellious branding and the intense buzz it provided made Jolt Cola legendary among gamers, late-night students, and anyone who needed to stay awake to get work done or party until morning. TV antenna. Before cable television became widespread, adjusting the rabbit ears antenna on your TV was a common and frequent struggle. Whether you were trying to watch the latest thrilling episode of Knight Rider or tuning into your favorite Saturday morning cartoons, finding the perfect antenna angle was an art and an indispensable part of the 80s entertainment experience. Each adjustment was a challenge, and success was when the image became clear, free of static. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe back to yesterday, and share this video with friends who also grew up in this decade. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on our next memory journey.